And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, I'm Tom Vasel, and today I'm going to be going through the 6 different Funkoverse sets that you can get. Now, Sam and I, exact same time, we're putting up a full Miami Dice review of the Funkoverse game, and all these sets are compatible with each other, but that reviews how the game plays and how much we like it. Here I just want to show you a little bit of what's in each set, so when you're like, which one should I start with, maybe this will give you an idea. Here we go. So first we're going to take a look at the first big box, Batman DC, which comes with 4 characters. We have Batman, Joker, Harley Quinn, and Batgirl. So if we take a look real quickly at them, Batman has extra defense when he's adjacent to 2 or more rivals, so he's good in groups. Has a POW, challenge 3, can swing. He's relentless. When he's knocked down, you can just stand him back up for 1 action. So he's pretty useful. He's going to come back and keep fighting over and over again. Batgirl has a really powerful flying attack where she can move 3 spaces and then hit somebody, which is really neat. Also a flip kip. She's really good in combat, but she also has these intel cards. So she comes with 2 intel cards, and so she can give up to 2 allies an intel, and this will decrease their ability cost by 1, but you discard this status when the character becomes exhausted. So just a nice way for her to help the other teams out. And she can always move 1 at the beginning of her turn. Batgirl's a really useful character, one of my favorite in the game. Joker comes with these mystery box tokens that he's going to be dropping all over the board and then blowing them up. Now this isn't too hard because your opponent can see them coming, but just the fact that he's going to be dropping them in really annoying spots makes him a fun character. Not to mention he has the Joy Buzzer, which is a really cheap 3 attack that he can do pretty much every other turn, so you don't want to get too close to him. Harley Quinn here, when she stands up, does a basic challenge, so knocking her down, you better knock her out because she's going to get up and hit you, and then she can also move your opponents by forcing them out of the way or dragging them to you, so she's pretty handy in that regard. The 2 items that come in this set are the Batarang and the Mallet. I like the Mallet. It's just a simple, makes your attack stronger. The Batarang lets you have a ranged attack, so that's pretty neat too, and it can hit 2 different characters. The crystals in this set are blue, and this is a good starter set for anybody. So now let's take a look at the small 2-character DC set that comes with Catwoman and Robin. So Catwoman and Robin are a lot of fun. Robin in particular is hilarious because Robin comes with Robin's partner, not Batman's partner, Robin's partner. So Robin can pick someone to be his partner, and then he can, if he can see his partner, if he's within 4 squares, he can go adjacent to his partner. And then he can challenge someone that his partner can hit. He can challenge who his partner can move. So if you like team-up type characters, Robin is your man, which is great. Catwoman here can do a basic challenge, but if she loses, can swing again, which is good. But her cartwheel moving 4, even though you can only do it once per turn, still makes her one of the fastest characters in the game. Also, when she comes off the cooldown track, she can go in any spot rivals can't see. She's amazingly mobile. Problem, only 1 defense. So I don't know which one of these I like better. Probably Catwoman, just because I like how fast she can move. The item in this set, the whip, you can basically attack someone who is 2 spaces away and then move them. It's just a basic attack. And then you can see the board here, one side Arkham Asylum and the other side here, a much smaller board if you only want to play with two characters, so you want to play inside the house, you can. And then it also has spots to put your things here. I prefer the bigger board myself. Okay, let's take a look at the reason you're watching this video probably, and that's a look at the Golden Girls set, which has Blanche and Rose, 2 characters here, and you can see they're in their house. They have a smaller beach side to the board, and their crystals are red. Now you might think they're not very useful, but they are extremely powerful. Here, Rose itself has a 4 attack. Life isn't fair, kiddo. And place an ally she can see in a square adjacent to her, and thank you for being a friend, where she can give the friendship status card to an ally, and when a challenge against them, Rose can do a basic action, which is pretty neat. And if Rose is standing after a challenge is resolved, Rose may do a basic challenge. She's just a fierce attacker. On the other side, Blanche is very difficult to defeat. When she's standing, rivals will 1 fewer die when challenging her. She can move 4 squares towards a rival she can see, so she can just come straight at you. Move each rival she can see 2 squares towards her, pulling them in, and then challenge 2 and steal an ability token, one of the most annoying abilities in the game. But she's fantastic. She's essentially a tank, especially if you equip her with the cheesecake, the item in this game where basically you can stand someone up as one of the things. So you can stand up and keep going. Also, it's funny just to see cheesecake. Also, there's some basic characters in this game, the lifeguard and the gentleman caller, but anyhow, that's what's in this set. Now we have the Rick and Morty set, which comes with, well, Rick and Morty. Morty looks very worried in this particular pose, although he is not on his card. Morty, just like Robin, is someone who's really helpful here. He has a violent outburst, which is a challenge 4. Which is crazy, but you can only do it if he doesn't have one of these tokens in your pool. And what's interesting about him is his special ability is he comes with an extra ability token. What's really neat is he can take an ability from his cooldown track and put it in the token pool. And so I really like how he can, he can also move 2 and do an interact or assist action. He's just a very useful helper and can be extremely powerful. Rick, on the other hand, has the belch, which is really annoying because it moves your opponent's token up 1, but he can also give a Rick Sanchez status card, combat suit, dark matter, or ray gun to somebody else, which are just like one-time use, really cool cards. So if you like variety, Rick is going to be your guy here. Also, if he's the last character taking a turn, he can give that to somebody he can see, which means they can use it next turn. There's also the portal gun, where you can put a portal token on the board, and then you can essentially treat this square containing your portal token as part of your starting area, which is just a neat thing to have. So this is a fun set. These two work really well together, as obvious, but you put Morty Smith with a couple other people, it could be pretty neat. I don't know that I'd play with Morty and Robin together, but maybe Morty, Robin, and then like Rose, that's a pretty good combo. All right, now the large Harry Potter set, which comes with Bellatrix, He Who Must Not Be Named, Harry Potter, and Hermione. So each of these characters here, Bellatrix and Harry Potter both have a spell that they can cast on other people. So she has Confundo, which basically makes their ability action increase the cost by 1, and he can help someone else have defense. So they have these spells that they can throw around. Hers has a range of 4, which makes it pretty handy. And she can control someone and make them do a basic action. And she can just jump adjacent to an ally. She's a really powerful character. Harry Potter, of course, he can do 3 to all adjacent rivals. So that's a really neat thing. And then he has this protection thing. And he can also cool down an item card. So this, again, when you look at these abilities, it's kind of neat to think how they fit with other people. Like, hey, he can cool down the Batarang for whatever. And also, when he's knocked down and defends, you can change one of his attacks to a defense. So he's really good on defense. Voldemort has the most powerful attack in the game, which is Fiendfire, range 2, and 6 challenge. But it takes a long time for this one to cool down. Then he can also challenge 2 to someone and 2 next. So he's one of the strongest attacks, realizing though that his defense is only a 1. And when he's knocked out, he just comes right back. Hermione here, she can shift someone's ability token up 1, so she's an annoying person to play against, and shift her own ability tokens down. So again, she's another helper person, but she again only has 1 defense, but adjacent allies can't be knocked out while she's still standing. So all 4 of these are neat. There's also a couple items in here. We have this dagger here, which essentially just lets you make an attack and do something else. And then Felicis here, when this character challenges a target, you can put this card on the 3 of your cooldown track. Before you roll, set 1 die to the triple exclamation point. That's really powerful and cool. But what about Mr. Weasley? That's right, there's still the 2-pack of Harry Potter. We have Mr. Weasley and Draco Malfoy, the 2 boys who had girls crying all over the world. And both of them are here. Ron is again, lets 2 allies do a basic action, which is pretty nice. Stupefy, range 3, challenge 3, the target must be standing. And he's a team player, which an ally that shifts off the cooldown track can go next to him. There's a lot of I guess, ally characters in this set, and Ron is yet another one of those. Draco is not so nice here. He can put a serpent minion token near him, and that serpent can move around and attack. So it's kind of cool. Biggest problem with him is the fact that he has 1 defense, but they roll an extra die when challenging rivals that are knocked down. He's kind of a bully. He likes to hit people who have fallen down. They also have one of my favorite items in the game, which is the Clean Sweep 11, which lets you move 4. You can only use it once, but it's just fun to give a broom to, let's say, Rose. They also have, I think, one of the coolest boards in the game, where they have the different terrain here. I mean, it looks cool, but the trees are, it has a different feel than the other boards, although they have a more normal board here with the Potions Lab on the other side. And they, just like the other Harry Potter games, have these blue gems. If you're dabbling in the game, then one of the 2-player sets is the best way to get started. But honestly, if you're just getting 1 set, I would get one of the ones with 4 characters. Now, which one? That depends. You like Harry Potter more or DC? I could go either way, frankly, myself. Probably I like DC a little bit better, but I like the Harry Potter abilities too. Of all the sets, I mean, the Golden Girls certainly is just fun. That they exist is fun, and that they're so powerful is also a lot of fun. But I don't know, maybe the Rick and Morty set. You know, I'm not a huge Rick and Morty fan, but their special abilities and stuff, and everything here is very thematic in the boards. So all 6 sets, is that worth getting? Sure. For me, the 6 different sets, there are 16 different characters that you can mess with and pick between, and there are 4, 6, 8 different items that you can go. I'm already sitting there going, I want more, I want more, I want more. But this isn't enough to start with. I'm sure that they'll have more in the future, but right now there's a lot of variety between all these sets. Anyhow, that's what's in all these different sets. Until next time, I'm Tom Vasel, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.
Thanks so much for watching another Dice Tower video. If you enjoy our videos, subscribe to the channel for more fun, comprehensive board game coverage. Also, consider joining us at one of our events. Come to Dice Tower Retreat, a small, intimate gathering where gaming is king. Join us for Dice Tower Cruise, the largest board game cruise. Attend Dice Tower West in Las Vegas for gaming fun on the West Coast, or Dice Tower East in Orlando in sunny Florida. Dice Tower Conventions, the friendliest gaming conventions on Earth. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.